Alright, what's going on, everybody? Welcome in. This is BigBearNation.com back here with another video, and today, as I'm gonna go ahead and do this real quick because I forgot to do this at all, but today we're going to do my NFL hype meter. So basically what this is I rank all the teams, and I'm going to... Sorry, it's a little bit talk to walk while I'm doing this, but basically what we're doing today is we're going to be basically just telling myself how excited I am to watch every single NFL team coming into this season coming up here momentarily, when this season gets here. But when the season does get here, how excited am I going to be to watch all these teams, like new additions to their team? So you guys know the point. It's just basically just saying how excited I am to watch each team. So like that, if you guys haven't already, make sure you hit the like, subscribe button. Make sure you join the Discord, links in the description for both of those. Make sure you guys go join me on Twitch at MoneyLord28 so you guys don't miss any future content and all that stuff. So yeah, without further ado, I'm pretty sure you guys already know what to do, and also make sure you guys as well, before I even get any further, make sure you guys as well go join the ESPN NFL Fantasy. I recently started up a couple weeks ago. You guys can join that. You guys still have plenty of time to join that, but make sure you guys join that. The link is in the description, so make sure you check it out. So alright, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get through the tiers. So the top of the tiers, we have the teams that I am pumped up for the watch. I can't wait for the season to get started so I can just see them right away. Below that, we have the teams that I'm excited to watch them. Then you have the middle. Then you have the teams that I'm like interested / curious. Then below that, you have the teams that are which means the teams I'm not really that interested in, but I'm at least tiny bit interested in. And at the bottom of the tiers, we have the teams that I don't really care at all, which means I don't really give a shit about them, or I don't really give a shit about them going into the regular season. Sorry about this being all sloppy going into the year, but I'm going into this video and been a little bit all sloppy. Didn't even get the tier list ranking, but I'm sorry about that. But I was trying to figure out how I'm going to do this. You know what I mean? So without further ado, let's go ahead and start off with Washington. I'm excited for them. I'm very curious of how they come off of last year, because last year they had a really good season. Last year they made the playoffs. They were looking pretty damn good. They made it all the way down to the NFC Championship game and lost. So I'm very excited to see this Washington team and see what kind of season they have after that. And they added some good prospects in there, like Deebo Samuel. I think he's going to be a very good fit to that team. So I'm very excited to see what that looks like. Besides that, I think the offense should be fun to watch this year. The defense should step up. I'm really excited to watch the Commanders this year. Next up, we got the Bears. Curious. I'm pretty sure every single year I put the Bears here, but I think you just have to put the Bears here. Well, the Bears are questionable every single year. I mean, they have potential to be really good, and they have potential to be really bad. We don't know what kind of version of the Bears that we're getting every single year, because the Bears are just so inconsistent. They can have a good roster, and they'll just do like mid for some reason. I don't know why. Now, do they have enough talent to win 9+ games? Yeah, they got talent. But the question is, will they do it? And I am expecting their offense to take a major leap this year. I'm expecting their offense to be way better than what it was last year, though. Next up, we got the Vikings. I'm honestly pumped up to watch the Vikings. I'll be completely honest. Basically, just running it back with the same roster from last year, and the roster was very damn good last year. And now they got Brian Flores running their defense like they had last year. That defense is still going to be great. That offense is still going to be cooking. But the main thing why I'm pumped up to watch the Vikings, I'm pumped up to watch them because I'm ready to see how JJ. I wonder how he does. JJ McCarthy. I'm wondering how he does with that team, and if he could be at least service or solid, I'm pretty sure the Vikings will be a deep playoff team because they already have one exciting offenses. It's always fun to watch Justin Jefferson. It's always fun to watch Jordan Addison. See them too. It's always fun to watch Aaron Jones. So that is definitely a team that I'm ready to be pumped up for. Next up, we got the Patriots. I'm being honest, I'm kind of excited to watch the Patriots this year, and the reason is because I don't they didn't even do that bad last year when they first had Drake May, and I do think I am expecting Drake May to elevate his game this season, and I'm kind of on not on that hype meter for the Patriots. Like I think they'll be just fine this year if their offense can get going. I mean, yeah, they were ass last year, but I do think the Patriots have potential for improvement this season. Plus, they have more experience with each other. Drake May. You got you got Stephon Diggs on that team now, so I'm very interested to see how the Patriots do. It's going to be a very interesting team to watch this year. After that, we have the Bucks. I'm always excited to watch the Bucks. They had a really good season last year. Mike Evans is always a show down there. I love what Baker Mayfield has done throughout his career, and the way that he turned his career around was absolutely outstanding to watch last year, and I'm really motivated to see that this year. Just give credit, man. I actually do. Actually, I'm going to drop the Patriots down here to curious, less interested, because I want to see how Drake May does. But for the Bucks, I'm excited to watch them. I think there's no issuing about it. They have one of the best offenses in the league. Well, maybe I'm not go that far. They said they have one of the most exciting offenses to watch. I'll put it that way. One of the most exciting offenses to watch in the league. Their defense should be able to take a step up this year. I like the Bucks' potential. After that, we have Denver. I'm excited to watch Denver just because and it's just mainly because of the defense. And their defense is going to be so damn good that they're just going to smack every single offense out of the way. And then I do like the addition of Evan Ingram now being on that team, because I think that elevates the Broncos offense a little bit more, and I do think he gives a little bit more room for Bo Nix to have a little bit more firepower on his offense. So yeah, I'm very interested to see the Broncos this year, how well they do, and let's see if they can just hang around with the Chiefs, then maybe they might have a shot. But besides that, yeah, I'm excited to watch the team though. After that, we have Detroit. I'm always pumped out to watch Detroit. Listen, if they go the season that they had last year, and I know they fired a couple of coordinators this year, and I don't know why they would ever do that, but anyway, Detroit, they're already one of the funnest NFL teams to watch. They were done that last year. You're basically running it back with the same roster. So why am I going to sit down here and say that this offense is still not one of the best offenses to watch in football? As a matter of fact, it might be the best offense to watch in football. They're so exciting. Their defense is really, really good when it's fully healthy. Now, you can't say that because the playoffs getting more healthy, but come on, man. Like I know what we're getting from the Lions, but still, how can you not see this? How can you not enjoy the same show 2 years in a row? After that, we got the Rams. I know a lot of people like the roast me in the comments for being biased, but listen, I'm not a biased person, okay? Even though it's my Rams, I'm not biased by it, but when I actually do say something good about my team, I actually have a good reason because of that. And for the Rams, I'm pumped up to watch the Rams. And there's a couple of reasons besides that too, because one, our defense. I like the youth of our defense. Jared Verse is freaking exciting on the defense. I like Raheem Fisk. I like what the Rams done in the draft. I like this team, man. Plus, our offense is already it's probably going to be one of the best offenses we've seen in football this season. Kyron, Matthew Stafford is always a show. Kyron Williams has been electric over the last couple of years, and then we had we get to add Devontae Adams on that roster with Puka Nacua. Like, I'm very excited to watch this damn team, man. I think our offense is going to explode this year. After that, we got the Raiders. I am interested to see how Alexander Madison does over there, but besides that, I'm not really that. I could be a little bit interested. Actually, I'm going to put him right here. I'm a little interested to see how they do. I'm just very curious about that team. I wonder how Geno Smith is going to do over there. I'm wondering how the new running back over there is going to do. I think it's Alexander Madison, but I don't know. I could be wrong about that. But anyway, I'm just interested about the Raiders. Next up, we got the Jets. Not really. I could be a little bit interested in the Jets, but at the same time, like, not really, because I am very curious how who went down there? Justin Fields, I think. I am curious how Justin Fields does down there, and I actually do think it's gonna be a big addition to the team. But besides that, like, I'm basically watching the same team. Like, I know I'm saying the same thing as Detroit, but Detroit, you can't get old about watching that team. The Jets, you could get old very quickly. Because they're nowhere near as good as the Lions are. So you just gotta think about it what's Gary Wilson gonna do? Like, what's Sauce Gardner gonna do? So yeah, but especially coming off the season that they weren't really that good either. So I just gotta say, not really, man. Moving on, we got Tennessee. I was great to put them. I don't care at all. But now since that Now, since they got Ward, I'm gonna put them at least not really because I'm expecting. At least I do want to see what we're going to see out of Ward, but besides that, I don't really care about this team. I don't. I think this team is going to be really bad and the upcoming year. But like I said, I'm at least a little bit excited to see how Ward does. So that kind of keeps him out of the I don't care at all tier. Next we got the Falcons. I'm kind of curious. I'm just curious all around the board with the Falcons. You know, last year their expectations were so high last year for the Falcons, and then they just completely disappointed. So I am at least curious how they come back from that. But at the same time, we're basically running it back with the same roster, so I don't really see any improvements going on with the team. All right, after that, we have the Ravens. I'm always pumped up to watch the Ravens. I mean, the Ravens, they're going to be so damn good this year. Their defense is going to be good. Lamar Jackson should be right back in MVP voting. I like what we saw from Derrick Henry last year. He looks like he's not slowing down anytime soon. He looks like the LeBron James of NBA. Like, he looks like he's just not slowing down anytime sooner. Now the Ravens do have a receiving game, a little bit issues to deal with there, but besides that, I'm always pumped to watch the Ravens. I think they're going to be really good this year. After that, we got the Browns. You're going down here, buddy. First of all, I don't give two shits about the Browns. I wish Shedeur Sanders is going to start there, and if he does, then that would be great. But besides that, what am I really watching with the Browns? Like, you know what I mean? Like what am I watching there? Myles Garrett's still Myles Garrett could always be interesting to watch, but like I said, besides them two, like, what am I really watching there? I'm not really watching anything. Actually, I'm going to move Tennessee down here because it wouldn't be fair if I talk about the Browns and say that two people, and for the Titans, I just brought up one name, and they basically just said the same thing. So I'm going to move the Titans back down here. I don't care at all. Next up, we got the Jags. I'm going to say not really because I am excited to watch to see how Trevor Lawrence does bounce back from his injury. And I am expecting him to be back in week 1 this season. So we'll see how Trevor Lawrence does. I'm always very interested to watch about him. And I am wondering how who did he get off the draft? I'm not sure about it, but whatever his name, the offensive play, I can't think of his name right now. But besides that, I'm very interested to see how he works and see how it goes around that system. And I know they got some question marks to go around the board, but like their receiving game and offensive game and defensively. But besides that, for the Jags, I will say I'm more interested to watch the Jags than these two teams. After that, we got the Chiefs. I know people just want to put Chiefs down here. Like, I don't care at all because because people just hate the Chiefs, and that's completely understandable. But I'm very curious to see how Travis Kelce does after that his lowest season of his career, and then Patrick Mahomes can always be fun to watch. I'm gonna put him not really because you guys know I hate the Chiefs, and you guys know I don't really care about them because you know what you're gonna get out of Kansas City. They're obviously the best team in the AFC for right now, and we can't say that until somebody takes it down the AFC. But to me, come on, to be honest, does anybody really care about the Chiefs that much? Next up, we got the Chargers. I'm curious about them. I mean, sure, Justin Herbert could be a good show, but besides that, they did make a lot of moves in the offseason about their offense, and I'm very curious how their offense is going to move alongside Justin Herbert now. Now, since you gave rid of J.K. Dobbins, you now gave away all these assets. Now I'm very curious about the team because now I don't know what their offense is going to look like, and I don't know how Jim Harbaugh is going to have to find a way to extend that offense, but we'll see how the Chargers do, man. Like I said, I don't expect them to be bad. I'm just curious about the offense. Next up, we got the Saints. I don't really give two shits about the Saints, and it's just one thing because they don't really have anybody talented on the roster besides Alvin Kamara, which we already know we're gonna get. But come on, Derek Carr's retired. I mean, this team is gonna be fucking awful, and I'm pretty sure everybody knows that. They might be one of the worst teams. Matter of fact, I think I'm allowed to say right now they're gonna be the worst team in football this year. But yeah, I don't really give two shits about the Saints, man. I just have nobody on that roster that I really care about. Next up, we got the Giants. I don't know, man. The Giants are a tough one. Malik Neighbors is always a good showing. I'm very excited to see how he does off of his rookie season. I would put them in not really because they do have some people that I'm a little bit motivated about. But besides that, like I'm not gonna sit here and like really say that the Giants that I'm not really that motivated to watch the Giants. You know what I'm saying? Next up, we got the Steelers. Not really. I mean, it's always good to see Mike Tomlin see how he does over there. It's always good to see how the offense develops, especially with. But here's the thing: the Steelers only have a quarterback right now. I think it's going to be Aaron Rodgers in the future, in the long run, but we don't know that right now. Their defense is always fun to watch. Don't get me wrong, T.J. Watt and that led defense is always fun to watch. That's why they win majority of their games because of their defense. But besides that, like, what am I really watching for the Steelers? And I'm just curious. And their draft was pretty bad too. So I don't know what to really expect from the Steelers this year. You know they're going to stick around with 500 because you know Mike Tomlin will do that. But the question is, I don't know if the team will get able to get over the hump this year. We'll see, man, because that's a very interesting team over there. That's the more team I got to watch out for a little bit this year. Next up, we got the Packers. I'm excited to watch the Packers, man. They got a good foundation out there. They got a good offense. Jordan Love's got some weapons to work around. That receiving core isn't that bad for the Green Bay Packers. Yeah, I'm just very excited to watch that team this upcoming season. I hope they do good. Next up, we got the Cardinals. I'm interested. Cardinals actually got a really good draft this offseason. They really did focus on their defense this offseason. And I said earlier that I said the Cardinals should really focus around their defense. They did get D'Andre Sweat. I think that's going to be a huge addition to that team. They got some good offensive firepower. You know, they got Kyler Murray. They still have James Conner. They still have a very productive offense. And I like where the Cardinals went the direction of this offseason and paying more attention about their defense. So for that reason, I am interested by the Cardinals, and I'm wondering how they put these pieces all together. Because like I said, I think they're just right now. I would say they're the second best team in the NFC West. All right, next up we got the Bills. If you're not pumped up watching the Bills, get out of here. And the only reason I'm saying that is because Josh Allen is literally the only thing that you need to know there. Like if you're not watching, like the whole reason why everybody watched Bills games is because of Josh Allen. And it's not just him too. Like you got James Cook, who's been pretty damn good over the course of the year. Last year for the Bills, like this team is gonna be still thrilling to watch. They're still gonna be as good as they were last year. Next up, we got the Panthers. I mean, I'm kind of interested in the Panthers. I'm not gonna lie. And the only reason I said the Panthers is because the Panthers are going to be one of those teams this year. And I'm going to say they're going to take a massive leap forward. Not playoff potential yet, but they're going to get closer and closer because Panthers actually do have a subpar, at least a mid-level tier offense, in my opinion. Bryce Young, Chuba Hubbard. You still have oh shit, what's his name? I forgot, but the tight end or wide receiver, like they still have a good wide receiver core. They still have a good tight end core. But besides that, I mean, their defense could get smoked a little bit. But I'm very curious to watch that offense. Next up, we got the Colts. I mean, I don't really give two shits about the Colts, if I'm completely honest, because the Colts are another team I just feel like is going to be so bad this year that we're not really going to pay attention to them. Now, Anthony Richardson could be a good deal in this case, but I don't think he's really going to do that well. I just don't really care about the Eagles. I'm at the Colts. I just don't think I'm going to care about them that much. Next, we got the Eagles. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm not going to say pumped out to watch the Eagles because, like I said, we know what we're going to get, and we know what kind of Super Bowl champion that they are. But it's always a good time. You know, Jalen Hurts, Saquon Barkley always had these good moments. So it's not like you like it's boring to watch the Eagles. No, and then far from that, it's kind of fun to watch the Eagles, but you just know what you're just getting out of them. Plus, they're doing, the only reason I can't put them up pumped up is because of their defense. I think they lost way too much on defense. But if they had the same defense, I would put them up here. But I can't because they're always down there. Next up, we got the Bengals. I'm going to say excited. I'm not going to say pumped up because even though the Bengals offense is probably one of the best in all of football, you know, Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, I mean, that offense is going to be very explosive as they were last year. The only reason I got to put it excited and not pumped up is because of their defense, because their defense was absolutely fucking horrendous last year. And I think that's what kind of prevented the Cincinnati Bengals for not making the playoffs last year, and that's going to be something that we have to look forward on this year. So I do hope Cincinnati does get that problem fixed. Right now, that's a huge problem for them. So let's see if we can get that fixed. But for right now, we're going to put them in excited. Next up, we got the Texans. I'm curious. I mean, I'm interested. I'm not just curious. I'm interested. I mean, the Texans, you still have the same roster, really. I mean, you still have C.J. Stroud. I mean, you still have a good roster. Wonder how C.J. Stroud does bounce back after last year, though. Didn't it feel like last year C.J. Stroud had like a kind of a down year? But anyway, that defense is still going to be very good. I still like Nico. I still like everything about that team. Question is, can they be more consistent than what they were last year? Next, we got the Dolphins. That offense is still very fun to watch. I love what we saw from Jonnu Smith at the end of last season. Tyreek Hill can always be a show. Tua can always be a show if he's healthy and the Dolphins are not playing in the cold apparently. Question is, how well will their defense play? I'm gonna say curious because I am curious about their like defense and how they approach every single game, but they're definitely not a hard time to watch there. Next up, we got Seattle. I'm gonna say not really. I'm just not too really thrilled about the team this year. I don't really like what they did this offseason. I don't really like the addition of Cooper. Cooper Kupp could be a factor, but I don't think that's really gonna like. I don't really think that's gonna cause anything for them. And their defense could be all right, but at the same time, I don't know how Sam Darnold's going to fit into a system that he doesn't really have a lot to work around with. So, and I like what I saw with Jackson Nickba. I like what we saw from him, but at the same time, like, are we going to see more of that? I don't know. I'm just not really too thrilled about him. After that, we have San Francisco. Yeah, I don't know. Their defense is going to take a massive step back, but at the same time, Brock Purdy, CMC, and the offense, and George Kittle could be very electric to watch. I don't know. I'm kind of in the boat between here, excited for them or not really, or I'm just kind of curious just in general. Actually, I'm gonna make a quick switch real quick. I'm gonna put the Niners right here at curious/interested because, like I said, I'm not really motivated about that watching that defense, but I am motivated about watching that offense. And then I'm gonna take Arizona and move them up to excited because Arizona. I think I'm really excited to watch the Cardinals this year. I wonder how they're gonna deal with that system, but San Francisco, I'll say I'm curious to watch them because I'm curious how their defense is gonna play. I already know I'm expecting for that offense, but the question is, how's their defense gonna perform? That's gonna be something to watch. And then last but not least, we got the Dallas Cowboys. Not really. I mean, sure. I mean, they've been through a little bit of a slump fest recently, especially last year. They've been on a big slump fest last year. I would say they do have new pieces now that they could fix that around. They got George Pickens now, Peter Parrott over CeeDee Lamb. I'm a little bit interested to see how that goes. But besides that, and besides like them three and Michael Parsons, I don't really care about the Dallas Cowboys. I really don't. All right, and that's how my next season the hype meter is going to be. So like I said, if you guys haven't already, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button. Make sure you guys join the Discord. Make sure you guys follow me on Twitch. And make sure you guys join the ESPN Fantasy Football. All three links are in the description. But anyway, I'm going to get out of here so you guys can watch it on time or get this thing edited so you guys can watch it on time. This is BabyNation.com. Peace out. Stay safe. See you guys on the next one. Peace out.